In this session, I'm going to demonstrate how to enter a manual invoice in the billing work area. Let's get started. From the home page, I'm going to click on the Applications section all the way until I get to Receivables, and then I'm going to click on Billing. This takes me to the billing work area. Here, I'm going to click on the Tasks icon and select Create Transaction. A billing transaction can be an invoice, debit memo, credit memo, or chargeback. First, I'll start entering information in the header region. As we can see here, the header region is broken down into two sections: General Information and Customer. I'll select the business unit US1. Notice as soon as I selected the business unit, the currency USD, the US dollar, defaulted. This is the currency associated with the business unit US1. In addition to the currency, we can see that transaction source and transaction type also defaulted as soon as I selected the business unit. Defaults are helpful in terms of manual transactions because they minimize data entry. The end user, of course, has the ability to override. I'll proceed to select a customer. So I'm going to go to the Bill to Name field, click on the lookup icon, and run a quick search. So here I'm looking for the customer Easy Solutions. Now notice as soon as I selected the customer, payment terms were populated here. We see payment terms of $210 net 30, which means the customer has 30 days to pay. There's a discount window of 10 days and an early payment discount of 2%. After I selected the payment terms, due date was calculated. Now I need to enter invoice line information. So I'm going to go here to the invoice lines section and start working on this. I can select an inventory item, memo line, or enter an ad hoc description of the goods or services that were sold to the customer. I'm going to go ahead and select a memo line. A memo line describes a service or product that has not been defined as an inventory item. I'm going to select Staff Consultant. We can see here pricing information. I'm going to enter 5 as the quantity. You need to enter at least one line when creating an invoice. That is the minimum. At this point, I have entered header information as well as line information. I'm ready to complete this billing transaction. So I'm going to go to the top right corner of the page. We can see here the complete and create another drop-down. I click on the drop-down and go with the option complete and review. Completing means I'm finalizing and validating this invoice. I can see here that the invoice shows a status of complete. What I'm going to do next is click on the View Image button to preview the invoice that the customer will receive. Here I can see a preview of the invoice. It shows bill to as well as ship to addresses. It has a logo, and of course it shows a remit to address. This is where we want the customers to send payments. It does show an invoice number as well as key amounts, the balance due, $1,375, and a description of the services that were delivered to the customer. I'm going to click OK to return to the review transaction page. With this, we have concluded the demo.